What do you... Hey guys, so I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video, and I have been vlogging, a little bit. I have been filming, I just haven't been able to upload any of the vlogs, and recently that's been because I've been getting kind of sick, and also because, like, I'm a seasonal worker at Gray's bookstore. I told you guys that. But, it's been rush week also, which is the first week of classes when everybody comes in to buy their books. So I was scheduled for 38 hours this week, plus my classes. So, plus taking care of Sophia and, you know, sleeping and eating somewhat. So there's that. But before that, I didn't film, or I didn't vlog, or didn't upload any vlogs, or vlog that much because of this. What I was planning on doing the 24th was because it was the 24th, and it was also my parents' 24th wedding anniversary, and it was also Christmas Eve, so I was going to do like this huge video extravaganza, and then we ended up getting in a really bad car accident. We were stopped at a red light behind two other cars, and this drunk driver in a pickup truck hit us so hard at a stop that we crashed into the car in front of us, and they crashed into the car in front of them, and my parents and my sister and I all ended up being rushed to the emergency room. I was pretty much okay. It was just, I got like some scrapes on my knees or whatever. My sister had some neck pain, but it ended up being okay. It ended up just being pulled muscles. My mom ended up with like a big knot on her head, and a concussion. But my dad was the one that we were all really worried about. When we got in this accident, it really screwed his back up to the point where it took them hours just to get him into x-ray and CAT scanning, because every time they would try, he would pass out. So, we were all cleared, three of us were cleared to go home, so, you know, we had to because we had the dogs at home, and, we fulfilled everybody's prescription and stuff like that, and then he came home. I think he finally got home at like 5 a.m. Christmas morning, and then, I mean, we had Christmas. We unwrapped most of our presents. It was slow going, but, you know, when we had gotten home, Christmas Eve night, my sister finished decorating the tree. She decorated it however she wanted, and it looked really nice. And, I mean, we attempted to wrap most of the presents that were left. Some of them we kind of just wrapped by keeping them in the shipping boxes, but, you know, we did our best, and we had a Christmas, and my mom was dead set on cooking the ham for Christmas dinner, which she did, and it was fantastic. And we've been getting better since then. My dad's a lot better. He can actually like walk around and stuff by himself now. He can get up and sit down by himself. All in all, we were really lucky. So that stuff happened. But now it's been like another week or week and a half or something since then. So my parents got more scans. There was more damage done. That's all I can really say. Because I don't know what I'm allowed to say, where the boundary is, so I'm going to stay safely behind it. Sophia's just fine. She has been really hyper lately because we've been having to, like, she's crate trained. We finally managed to crate train her, and she's almost potty trained. She just has occasional accidents. But anyways, we've been crating her to go to class, and then Chris comes back while I go to work and, like, plays with her and stuff, but as each day she's been crated, again and again, she started to get, like, crazy when we first take her out of the crate, and she doesn't want to go to sleep at night because it's in the crate, and she just spent a lot of time in the crate earlier that day, so she doesn't, so instead she, like, tries to fight sleep, and she just gets really cranky and bitey, so we're trying to make that stop. But I mean, she has to get used to not so much the work thing, because there have been a few times where she's had to, like the other night, she had to be in the crate because Chris and I both had work, because he picked up an extra shift. He's at work right now because it's Saturday. But I mean, starting next week, it'll be more, like, it'll just be for classes just in the morning, because, like, we both crammed our classes into the morning as much as we could, and then we have Thursday off, and then Chris has Tuesday off. So that's 2 days that she shouldn't have to go in the crate at all, because even if Chris takes me to campus, she's dragging her bed around the apartment. She dragged it from there. She doesn't use it like a bed. She doesn't lay in it. She just thinks it's a giant toy, like a stuffed animal. So that's the most expensive of her toys. But even when Chris is the one that drops me off at campus on Tuesdays, he can take her in the car because she loves the car and she's so good in the car. So now I'm vlogging, hanging out with Sophia, because I was supposed to work again today, but I'm really not feeling well. Luckily I can breathe through my nose. It's not like that kind of sick. But then it's a kind of sick that I'm not used to, which I don't know if that's better or worse, because I've been really feverish for the past couple days and had headaches on and off for, like, the better part of a week. And then my shift Thursday, I ended up getting, like, dizzy spells every so often, but they were, like, really, really slight ones, so I didn't say anything because, like, if I can work and I didn't need to go home, I wanted to stay there, because I didn't know if I was going to feel worse later on. And then yesterday I wasn't scheduled to work, but I had class, and, like, even though I only had 2 classes yesterday, by the time I got home I was just exhausted. Like, I felt like I had done so much. And I would be worried that it's mono or something, but one, there's really no way for me to have gotten mono in the first place, even if I hadn't gotten it before, but second, I had it freshman year while I was at RIT. So, for those of you who don't know, mono is contagious while you have it. I have not had it for 3 years now, so I'm not contagious anymore. When they say that you always have it, it doesn't mean that you're always contagious. Like, it doesn't mean that right now I have mono. It means that when they test for mono, when they do, like, they prick your finger and they test for it, they don't test for actual mono, and that's why when you first have it, like, I've been told when you first get it, if you go to get tested within the first couple days, usually they won't be 100% sure, or they won't be able to tell that you have it, because they test for the antibodies, not for, it's short for mononucleosis. They don't test for that itself. So they test for the antibodies, and after you get sick with it, you have the antibodies for the rest of your life, because your body now knows how, like, what that was and how to fight it off. So it's kind of like chickenpox. And then I believe chickenpox, though, like, they say that you can get it again if you didn't have it bad enough the first time, and they say that because of the antibodies. Like, if it really wasn't that bad and your body really didn't have to fight it that much, then, I mean, feasibly or conceivably you could get it again, because your body isn't prepared enough after fighting it for the first time, because you really didn't have to fight that hard. I had chickenpox when I was little, and I had it pretty bad. The doctor said it was one of the worst cases he'd ever seen, and he told my mom I was probably going to have scarring all over my body, which luckily I don't. I have to call out in probably like an hour, and I hope they don't get mad at me, but I've never ever called out of work before, so I hope they don't. Hopefully they won't need me either, because then they especially shouldn't be mad at me. So anyways, I'll let you guys know how it goes. It's kind of a tiny update. I haven't called out yet, but I feel like you guys should know that Sophia is angry with me right now because I just gave her a little dab of peanut butter for the first time, and, well, she's a dog, so she went nuts for it. No pun intended. And now I'm having an apple with a little bit of peanut butter, and she's like losing it because she can't get to my plate. So she's pretty mad, as you can probably hear. Alright, well, bye. So I was gonna record more, but it's late and I still feel pretty bad. I'm able to talk better because my lungs feel like they've cleared up a little bit, but now I'm just super nauseous. So I honestly can't even really think of anything else to talk about right now because I'm kind of just focusing on my nausea. So yeah, I'm gonna set these files to convert. I'm gonna edit them together. I'm gonna upload this video tonight, January 12th, Saturday, 2013. Because I haven't uploaded one in so long, and it's like killing me. But I'm definitely, all of this craziness going on has just reinforced the fact that I'm not going to be able to do a video per day right now. I'm definitely not in the position to do that. I don't have the time. And I really, honestly, just with classes and work, because I'm on the schedule a little bit next week too, although not as much, and Sophia, and, you know, plus being sick with whatever this is, although that'll pass, I don't really have the brain space to think of new stuff for every day, and I also don't have the time to go and do really interesting things. I mean, I'm sure for the first couple days you guys would be thrilled with whatever, you know, is going on at UCF, and if I could actually record at work, that too, but after a while that would get boring, I'm sure. Plus I can't record in class. So that's gonna be it for tonight. I love you all, and when should I say I'm gonna upload a video? I will try my best. I will record at least a little bit tomorrow, but I'm going to try my best to get a video up I'm going to say I will put one up Tuesday at the latest, and then I will put one up, let's say Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, tentatively, because Tuesday I only have one class, and Thursday I have no classes, but I do have work, and then Saturday, obviously I have no classes, but I'm going to be working. But no class means more brain space. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday after tonight, which is also Saturday, so that works perfect. Okay, I love you, bye.